YouTube, how are we doing for this gameplay? Goal of this video, actually, this is my first game on the brand new patch. Huge patch, actually. And by the way, we're going to have some makeshift players on our team. Todd Gurley's our starting running backs. I still want to use CMC at the receiver position. And by the way, this is our opponent's national championship. This is not mine, if you are curious. But yeah, first game on the new patch. I mean, this is probably the biggest, I think the best competitive, right? Like in terms of a patch meant to fix a lot of issues that the competitive community just did not really, I wouldn't say like, I mean, most people, I don't know someone that would be not happy about the updates, and we'll talk about it. I have a list that I have in my head about what they changed, and I'll talk about it. This one, though, for me personally, is the 6-1 nerf to a degree. And once we get on defense, I'll show you what I mean by that, but you can't pitch your D-line anymore, so the disengaging out of 6-1 is kind of gone now. It doesn't affect me personally that much, and the reason I say that, we're going to have X, I mean, if we had time, McCaffrey got wide open. It doesn't affect me that much because I never really sent 4 a lot. I always would send everybody. So, doesn't affect me that much, although it definitely makes the defense worse, I would say. There's this glitched way you can put these crossers now. We're going to throw it to Todd Gurley. If you can make the catch, he cannot. Maybe CMC makes that catch at running back. So, we're going to go to our favorite little play here. Looking for the post from right to left. I'll block the running back this time. Not the best route combo, but also we might have to hit Amaro. I'm just going to hit Amaro. He got open right away. It was man coverage, so the cover 3 bomb might not have even been open. Some other updates that happened with the patch. They heavily nerfed the platinum spin move. Now, that doesn't really that's not really affected that much in cut because we don't have, I mean, I think the highest we have is a silver 360 maybe on Judkins, but that's about it. Good defense, by the way. Oh, never mind. I take that back. Thought it was great defense. Thought it was good defense, then thought it wasn't, and then ended up being great defense. A route from you, quick slant from you, and again, just a simple old school route combo. We should have Todd Gurley. Boom. Can we get a good rack? Good tackle by our opponent. Tackling also. There was a bunch of stuff. Just all really good things. The only thing I would say that they did not fix or patch was scum kick is still in the game. They did not touch that, but I would probably assume, and Todd's trying to fight, I would assume that gets fixed pretty soon. And then while they fixed the 6-1 disengage, they did not fix the double A gap. I've heard double A gap's actually even better, which is crazy to say, which I'm not a fan of, right? If you're going to patch 6-1 disengage, you patch the double A gap disengage, which actually is probably better. We should have B open, Hunter Renfro, end zone touchdown. Let's get on defense and try out this new 6-1. So getting into 6-1, this is what I want to show you about the patch. When you pinch your D-line right here, the D ends do not pinch in all the way. And how the disengage actually did work was, and he's, by the way, he's in some flex mode, something crazy, and he's actually going to break that tackle. But the way the disengage blitz work, and again, I didn't really use disengage blitz that much because I would always send more than 4 people, but all the players would kind of crash into once, and the D-line would just, or the O-line would get really, really confused with that and just not really have great targeting, I would say, when picking up, and as well, the disengage. I don't believe that was a fumble, by the way. Yeah, I guess this isn't the best game to showcase the 6-1. Yeah, I was going to say, that wasn't a fumble. I mean, there was no point of the booth review because he recovered it, but see if he comes out in some actual shotgun. There we go. So, like, you'll see, when we pinch, it doesn't really pinch like crazy anymore. So, it's pretty much just a standard rush, which, again, actually, for sending everybody, it's probably better. And Zaven Collins, can you make the play? Beautiful. I didn't want to click on. Clicking on is scary there, man. Brings him up 4th and 18. The one thing about this, since it's his national championship, I don't think he's going to quit out very soon. I'm going to pinch. I guess I'm just not going to crash anymore here. Actually, I really shouldn't press. I'm running man coverage again. And this time he got B. He got killed. But that was Bradley Chubb. Or, yeah, that was Bradley Chubb playing. I don't know where Zaven Collins went. But either way, I think my 6-1 is still really, really good. Now, the one thing I'm worried about with this change is that run defense might not be as good. Because the other part about, like, pinching and crashing down was you got some really glitchy, you wouldn't be able to give up the run up the middle, right? You were, of course, vulnerable to on the edges, right? Some sweeps, some stretches, but if someone wanted to run ISO, right, inside zone, like you were blowing that thing up, and that pitch was not very good, but he's still going to get some yards, sorry. Yeah, let's do that. Lots open to the left, but yeah. You see what I mean? Like, I don't think it affects my personal defense that much because I send everybody every play no matter what. And by the way, I'm seeing a lot more stamina. Or unless that's a visual change. Actually go cover 0 shell, come out cover 4. That way I have all the guys in line of scrimmage. I can just send those, and now I have, I can just do this pretty much. Flats are open, but it's 4th down. I feel our opponent's a little bit outmatched in this game, but it's his natty. I doubt he leaves. Back to some other notable changes, though. Tackling from behind. I know if you've played this game, you probably will see it. But like there's a lot of broken tackles when you tackle somebody from behind, and like it's almost like an automatic broken tackle, I would say 80% of the time. So that supposedly has been nerfed. Todd Gurley not able to make a man miss. Just sheds in general from the defense, like on the perimeter. I think like just blocking, you hold your blocks longer or less, from a receiver, but also just D-line, O-line. I've heard my friend Kale say, Joker Kale, if y'all do know who that is, he said the run defense is just, the players shed faster and they're just in better positions naturally. They're not standing around as much. They react a lot faster to every single run of the game. They actually like removed a Wildcat play of the game, and supposedly the Wildcat blocking got heavily nerfed, but, and let's go back to this quick slant post combo with the wheel route. He leaves the flat open. Amaro should be like the first down a little bit more. Kyle Pitts, by recording this late Thursday night, we're getting a new Kyle Pitts, but I still think Jace Amaro is going to be, he's only one less speed than Kyle Pitts, and he's going to be like 400, 500k cheaper. So I think Kyle Pitts, I think Jace Amaro, sorry, is going to be the tight end still everybody uses. He might have, I mean, that's roughing the kicker if I've ever seen it. What was touched in the beta though, they made man coverage a lot better. They made, I believe it was, I don't think they touched the pressing, or they might have made press man coverage a little bit better. You don't get beat as much, but the main thing was, depending on where you shade, right? You shade inside, outside, underneath, over the top. If you guess correctly on the shading, oh, I do not want to shoot. It's just, can we reset the play? Can we reset the play? All right, we're just gonna run match. If you shade inside, right, and they run a post route, the man coverage is gonna be significantly better. So that was also like probably the biggest change we've seen, with the patch today. I would say 6-1 for me personally, it getting nerfed a little bit, and then the man coverage getting a major boost. Switch it on to the left quarter and kind of take away anything over the middle, and that's just a beautiful Zaven Collins in that purple zone. Can we get a hurdle? I mean, this is a skunk if I've ever seen it. And it looks like our opponent is going to leave early. Shame it had to be his natty, but I'm going to get one more game for you guys so we can talk about the new patch. Game number 2, though, brought up actually the title update on my screen, so I have a little bit of a refresher of all the title note and all the gameplay updates. He's going to run the ball. He also had a stack team, by the way. As you can see, he's got Judkins, he's got Burton, he's got all the top-end players. Some other smaller changes that, like, are really just, I don't know, make the game not easier, but just, like, annoying things. If y'all had those false starts, right, when audibling underneath the 5 seconds in the play clock and getting pretty much an automatic false start, those are supposedly gone, which is good to see there. I'm going to switch it on to the hook curl, by the way. See if we can still get the pressure. I still like hovering over the tackles in my 6-1, just so I can put the hard flat out there a little bit faster. Right, run in, stick switch. Right, yeah, it's a really good play, and I believe we did get pressure. Now, I said 5 out, so I would hope I'd get pressure, but it seems like we did. Pursuit was touched in this update, but I don't know. Like, I've heard still it has some problems. That was a good play. Can get the... Ooh, I think if we got the hit stick on the first guy, that was going to be an incompletion. I'm going to stick switch to the hook roll and take away anything from middle to the left if I can. Drags mine. Should have I mean, that was actually a really good pass, although he didn't stem that route. I'm a little bit frustrated by my outside third not playing that because there was no clear out route. It wasn't like it was a super stem down corner. It was just a normal corner route. He's now in trips. Hoping the D-line can get some sheds. Flat to the left is open here. That's kind of my big weakness. There's a zig. See, like, I don't know if individually shading got buffed or it's just, like, all the shading. Because I individually shaded the outside there, so I'm a little kind of disappointed that did not play that. I'm going to stick with this man coverage still in the red zone. I'm going to shade down. Like, shaded down man coverage has given me issues before the patch. I can only imagine after. That's a really... Oh, no. Sicario. I mean, he was there. Pursuit angle, though, wasn't the best. Last notable change, though, was Contains. Contains pretty much were completely broken in College Ball 25. Like, they just didn't work at all. And they have supposedly fixed them. They could change them. I don't really run Contains that much. And our opponent, of course, in the double A gap, I'm going to have to block my running back probably a lot here, but we're not going to first play. He still gets to disengage. I'm going to playmaker up with Amaro, and it just did not go at all. I have to make something shake, though, on 3rd down and 7. I think I'm going to go to the slant post play. Although short side, I'm going to block my running back. I think that's probably the best way of doing this. He got out of the double A gap, though, which is interesting. He's now, I believe, just in dollar. It looks like dollar man coverage. No, a little bit of zone. Should have B late. You can get it, yeah, right underneath the deep third or quarters, whatever it was. Good pocket there. Was able to step up, deliver a dot with Vince Young. Shouldn't do this. My first read here is probably the streak B, and then I'm looking kind of A to X. If that makes sense. Have X over the middle. His user was a little bit late. We're able to get the first down with McCaffrey. We're also in a great spot. I know it's head-to-head seasons, but we're in a great spot to clock, so I'm going to throw on shoe clock and run this down to the 2-minute warning. Just going to try to... I'm going to have to block my tight end here, unfortunately. Looking X off rip, and then we kind of have a triangle to the right with a streak, a post, and a wheel. Should have the running back. I'm going to pass it to the right. I mean, we're a third down merchant right now. I ain't gonna lie. We are picking up every single third down, but that's about it. That's the only time we can move the ball. Biggest problem with the double A gap defense, at least going up against it, is they really only have to send 4 people. And you have to block an extra person. So most of the time, you're only going to have 4 routes being ran versus what? That would be 7 players in coverage. 4 versus 7, it's always going to be advantage to the defense. Let's stem this down. I wouldn't hate a touchdown here. I would like the clock, but I have Y if we could throw it underneath the third. Beautiful to A.J. Brown. Deep zone still, you know, aren't the best, right? There was a clear out route there, but that was the wide side, right? I can't throw that corner route pretty late. I have to throw it on the break before it gets in kind of the vicinity of that outer third. He's really taking advantage of the solo side here because he kind of knows I have to put him in a third or he's manned up, which is tough. Ooh, I actually probably could have. I wasn't clicking Y. Sicario's kind of getting killed over there on the solo side. Got to stick switch to the hard flat if there's a corner route to the right because that will be open. He's getting the ball out, though, really, really fast. So our pressure's just not able to come in. There is a corner route. I baited it. I feel like enough. Dang, he was able to send 5 out there and had all day, it felt like, right? He looked to the corner route, then eventually back to the drag. That's tough. The tight end here is kind of the vulnerability of this defense because safety and, yeah. He's picking me apart, I ain't gonna lie. I'll look for the post, but I'm not gonna force it. I'll probably just have X, and we'll have to settle for 3 if I had to guess. I can't take a sack here. Picked up the pressure. Have X. I'm gonna possession catch it. Get down. Gonna call a timeout. I think we just take 3. Right? 40-yard field goal. We should be able to hit it. We'll go into half with technically an advantage. If we score out of half, he's going to call a timeout. I guess he's going for a block. Been practicing my field goals a little bit, so I should be able to hit this. Boom. I mean, that's about as perfect as it gets. Going to the half down 4, we do get ball. Starting out on round 11, we did get scum kicked, unfortunately. This is where it gets scary because, you know, this defense is really hard to go up against. They take away the flats, right? They take away the flats really well because they put their DNs in hard flats, and they take away the middle of the field. You know, we got to block again. We got to block our running back. We still kind of get pressure. Going to pass lead up. Let's slide with our QB. Go backside in route, like pretty deep in route, because that third that he's putting with his middle linebacker, they should get under it, if that makes sense. Like this route combo. As long as we pick up the pressure, we should have B over the middle. Yeah, you see, he has a player that's running like deep into the middle, but if I have an in route instead of a post, it should just nestle in right underneath it. And then unless his user's there, he's not able to defend that. I need a route that's just like not, because the flat's gonna be covered by his DN, so there's just no point of even putting that there. And I guess that was intentional grounding. Maybe I should have put my tight end on flat just so I had a throwaway option. Looking really X here, and then B. I'm hoping his user, problem is his user's not really gonna get kind of dragged anywhere, if that makes sense. Yeah, I have nothing. I had Y. Y was the route that was open. We're in trouble. 4th and 20. Block our running back, and we're going to roll out right. We're looking either Hunter Renfro or backside in, if that makes sense. We should have the backside in. We do. Possession catch. Beautiful execution on that play. I actually didn't even look at Renfro because I initially just saw that the in was going to be open because he was manned up. There was nobody in the middle of the field. Block our running back. And really just a high-low. Right? Slant in. That's all we got to watch. Out route is open. His user looks like it was responsible. Can we get a little wiggle from Mara? We can't. 3rd and 5. We're almost in field goal range, but this is gonna be a tough pickup. Gonna stick with the in routes though. Gonna 100% stick with the in routes. I think what we're just gonna do is double drag in post. Not the best route combo, but should have B. I mean, these in routes are just killing him. We made a really good adjustment by our offensive coordinator. Roll out right. Let's hope he puts his guys in coverage. He does, so we can roll out right here. If he stick switches, we should have RB. Beautiful execution, man. We're a step ahead of our opponent. We need to get a stop, though, because he has moved the ball really effortlessly. We need to stop. Gotta come out and run match first play again. Getting used to the 6-1 changes. We'll see if I eventually see this. I think I'd be dumb, and you'd be dumb not to run double A gap right now. It's the best defense, and it's not even close. But I want to try to make 6-1 work. So if you can make a defense that's not necessarily super meta, and yeah, it's kind of weird saying 6-1 is not super meta anymore. If you can make it work, it gives your opponents just a little bit issue. Such some troubles, right? We're going to take away that. This is the only problem. We're going to... fumble? Any fumble there. He could have fumbled with Lamar. We're on match here. We will run match. I'm going to pass commit. Hopefully we get some sheds on the 4-man. I still don't really know my responsibility here in match as a mid-read or 3-rec. It's kind of just... I'm just going to take away anything that I see that's open. He blocked his running back. The drag... 3rd and 10. I think that was a completion. And I'm going to get really stick switchy with my quarters, right? Get really aggressive if we can. I'm going to send. Cover that away. We should have a tackle at least. 4th. We needed the 4th down. See, this is the problem. When I don't send pressure, I just feel like they have all day. Go on this side here. This is where having the disengage would really, really help. We should be bagged. Yeah, good defense there. I honestly should probably contain with this. That way he can't roll out. Really got to stay in the pocket. Problem is we're not getting pressure. I mean, it's 4 versus 5. And we're not really getting pressure. I'm locked in, though. I'm focused. This is a sweaty game versus Lil Rigsy 2. I'm just worried about the tight end. Again, he's kind of getting hoard on these C routes. I don't know why those are open, though, because, like, I should have a matched quarter to that. That, like, route out of any route should not be open. We are going to dial the pressure. I'm just running strictly cover 2 with a mid-read. And I'm really just looking... And actually, I want more of, like, a hook curl. Because there's probably going to be a drag from left to right. I'm going to go hard flat. Take away the corner route if I can. Oh, where is my hook curl going? I mean, I actually played perfect defense there. I don't know where my hook curl went. Alright, this is the defense I want. And I'm looking to stick switch the hard flats and take away, like, any corner routes, pretty much. Should be setting pressure. He's gonna clock, but I mean, he can't really clock. Yeah, we're gonna have money drive. Money drive for us now. I'm still a little bit frustrated that got open, because that corner route, like, shit, there's no clear out route. That's why I get frustrated a little bit with corner routes getting open so much. Because if there's a clear out, I'm fine with it. But when there's no clear out, it's like, what's really going on here? Sent 3. I had A initially. I probably still have A. I'm going to throw it. Oh, we were past the line of scrimmage. Dang. Not going to be a negative yard game, but it's going to bring up 2nd and 10. Looking X right away if he doesn't have anyone over there. And then we're looking kind of the triangle on the right. Man at the running back. Really smart play. I'm going to make a play with Vince. I'm going to juke. Don't fumble. We're going to have to go up temp. Actually, I'm calling another timeout. Dang. 1st down will stop the clock, so bring up a 4th down, though. 4th and 7. This is the game. I think this is the route combo we're going to go with. I like this. I think tight end's first read, then backside dig. Only sent 2 people. We should have... I have... No, wait. We're good. We're good. Oh, my God. I was clicking B. That's why I ran backwards. We got to go, though, now. We really got to go. Looking really to the flat, running back. If I can, we got to get going. Should have Y over the sideline. Ooh, almost interception. Only 26 seconds left, though. We are, we're in trouble. Can I stem that now? I can't. All right. Only sitting 2, though. We're going to have to step up in the pocket, make a play, and... I mean, we had X, but a 2-man rush is getting home. Gotta love this game, man. Gotta love it. Gonna roll out here, I guess. I don't know. It's motion out, I guess. Make him have to choose between that short corner. Hopefully doesn't send everybody. Gonna roll out left if I can. Wow, we weren't able to get the juke. We are able to get the 1st down, though. No timeouts. Gonna have to just go flood. Dang. I mean, his 2-man pressure is just too good. His 2-man pressure is just too good. I mean, he did it again. I am getting screamed at right now on a 2-man pressure. Let's go wheel route for a running back. Maybe we can make a play with Todd Gurley. Only sending 2, so we're gonna have time. We might have Todd. If we can get a broken tackle, and he's not even gonna make the catch. GG's for our opponent. Frustrated that we couldn't get a stop on defense at the end of the game, and then, I mean, it really just came down to pass protection, right? Like, our offense is not very high-powered. Or not high-powered, but, like, attacking people over the middle. So we kind of have to dink and dunk, and I just dinked and dunked a little bit too much with, you know, only 40 seconds left.